someone decided to play music while I was recording. And I guess the world doesn't revolve around me, but it is my reality. So, but yeah, I haven't really been posting much this past few days, mostly for personal reasons because I've been a little bit sick, but also on a mentally, I've been not at my best. But I definitely feel like as you advance spiritually, your ego really starts to come for you. Your ego really starts to come and your ego really tackles you because why are you trying to why are you trying to get rid of it? And it's not even like trying to get rid of it. You just removing all of these different aspects of yourself that is not needed. It's no longer needed for this part of your life that you are going into. And because you don't need these parts of yourself anymore, these old parts of yourself that you've been holding on to, your ego tends to fight back, and it fights back with force. And I'm like a firm believer of like as you progress spiritually, your ego progresses too. Like your ego is becomes strong too because you are making yourself stronger. You are strengthening yourself in order to get to that point of where you need to be. And it's hard. It's definitely hard. It's been hard for me. I had an existential crisis where I was like we because like we always know that like nothing means anything and nothing like everything means nothing. And I had this I was in this state where I just felt like I couldn't record anything because I don't know anything and I don't know enough about anything. And if anything that I say can be disproven, then what is the point? What's the point I'm even watching anything? What's the point I'm acquiring knowledge? And I guess it was just an ego attack where I just felt like I couldn't do any of this anymore. It was really hard, really hard because this is something that I enjoy doing. I enjoy making videos. I couldn't even I didn't even feel like making short videos or anything like that. Anything that will just be so I can put out and keep it there, and any new information that I receive I just put out. But I couldn't even do that because it felt like what was the point of any of this? What was the point of even trying? Because if I know nothing and everybody else knows nothing, then what's the point of information in general? So I guess this is my first video after my entire attack, and I'll be back for more videos. I just had a crisis of faith, and yeah, I feel better now than how I felt a few days ago, a few weeks ago. It's been it's been a week, been 2 weeks since I posted or something. I don't know. Been since I recorded the video, and this is something that I really enjoy. And the fact that like when you like lose your passion for something that you barely been doing even, or something that you enjoy doing, when you lose the passion for something that you've been enjoying, it just feels so terrible. It's like, oh, my word, I can't anymore. And I hate that. I hate losing that losing that ability to want to do something. And it comes out of a state of passion. It comes out of a state of enjoyment. And when you can't even enjoy the things that you are enjoying, then how what like what's the point? But I found my way out of there by actually asking for help. I literally asked for help because I knew that what I was dealing with and what I was going through, I didn't have to go through it alone. And most of us in our journey aren't alone. Like sometimes we have those people that does find us along the journey because like snakes and everything, like the crisscross. And sometimes you don't have somebody else, maybe even, but you can always get out of it through yourself. Ask yourself these questions like, what is actually going on? Do you actually believe these thoughts that you are thinking? Like you just get lost in like your high like it's like your higher self. You don't hear your higher self. You don't even hear your God self. You don't hear anything like that. Like you feel forsaken by God. Like where is God? It feels like a dark night of the soul. Probably is a dark night of the soul, but yeah, you just feel so abandoned, and nobody else can take you out of there except yourself. And I guess that's the point. You kind of have to take yourself out of there so you can continue and actually continue with life, because this life needs you. This life needs you to continue with everything. You have people that love you. You have you that love you, or you even working towards loving yourself. Loving yourself, it's one of the best things that you can ever experience, because once you just love yourself, there's nothing else that you need, because everything you have is within you. Everything you have is within you, and that matters much more than the knowledge that you are trying to acquire or whatever. Just that, just falling back on love, and that's the point. That's all that you need. With all of the knowledge and everything that you get, and knowledge of and everything that you have, and all of that, the constant thing that stays would be love, and that's all that needs to stay. So find yourself in there. Find yourself in there, in that state of love, and you'll be okay, because you can't you can't look for love because you are love. So you can't seek for anything that isn't within you. So that's a message for well, myself at least. That's a message for myself. And whoever resonates with the message, I'm sending you all of my positive and love and all of the energy.